In a moment that had everyone in the room on the edge of their seats, Catherine, Princess of Wales, was left in tears at a royal concert, an event that turned into a powerful display of family love and talent. Why was Catherine so moved? The answer was simple: her children. George and Charlotte stole the show with an unforgettable performance that touched her heart in ways no one could have anticipated. Let's dive into what happened during this emotional night and why it has everyone talking about Catherine's raw, heartfelt action. It's not often that we get a glimpse of the softer side of royals. The public sees them in their roles, upholding traditions, attending state events and performing duties. But there are moments when the cameras capture something more genuine, a rare moment of emotion that speaks to the family's deep bond. That's exactly what happened at a recent royal concert, a highly anticipated event that took place at the heart of London. Catherine, known for her poise and composure, was in attendance with her family to support the annual royal concert, a celebration of music, art and culture. It was an evening filled with grandeur, as dignitaries, performers and guests from all walks of life gathered to celebrate the arts. But amidst the dazzling performances and star-studded audience, it was the unexpected performance from two very special young royals, George and Charlotte, that stole the spotlight and had Catherine emotional beyond belief. The performance was part of a special tribute to royal family members and their contributions to cultural events. George and Charlotte had been preparing for weeks, rehearsing with their instructors and perfecting their craft. But no one expected the sheer emotional power they would bring to the stage as the curtain rose, George looking sharp in a well-tailored suit, and Charlotte, glowing in a delicate gown, took to the stage with confidence and grace. The audience could feel their excitement and nervousness as they took their places in front of the orchestra. It wasn't just their talent that had everyone in awe. It was the sheer emotional connection they shared with each other during the performance for George. It was more than just a chance to perform. It was a demonstration of the poise, maturity and responsibility that have been instilled in him as the future King Charlotte. On the other hand, showed a tenderness and grace that reflected her caring personality together. Their performance was a beautiful balance of emotion and skill, and the audience responded with heartfelt applause. But it was Catherine's reaction that truly captured the attention of everyone watching as she sat in the front row. Her face illuminated by the soft stage lights, tears began to form in her eyes. Catherine's emotions were clearly stirred by the sight of her children performing with such maturity and poise. But it was more than just pride. It was a raw, deeply personal moment that we rarely see from the royal family. Her tears weren't about the performance itself, but about the realization of how far her children had come watching George and Charlotte, so young, yet so poised, performing in such a public way, must have been a poignant reminder of how quickly they are growing up as the performance concluded. Catherine wiped away a tear, and for a brief moment the world saw the vulnerability and warmth of the Princess of Wales. It was a moment of motherhood that transcended the royal role, reminding everyone that behind the polished image of the royal family, there are real, deeply human emotions at play. Catherine's love for her children, her pride and her hope for their future were all reflected in that emotional moment. The reaction from the public was immediate. Social media erupted with messages of support, admiration and empathy for Catherine. Many royal fans expressed how beautiful it was to see her so moved, while others couldn't help but comment on how much George and Charlotte had grown, and how proud their mother must be. The performance, which was a beautiful mix of music and heartfelt emotion, quickly became a symbol of the royal family's enduring bond and love. But what made this moment even more significant was the context of the concert itself. It wasn't just another royal event. It was a celebration of culture, art and family in the world of the royals, where tradition and duty often take centre stage. This event felt personal. It reminded everyone watching that despite their public personas, the royal family is just that, a family that loves, supports and celebrates each other. And for Catherine, seeing her children step into the spotlight like that with such confidence and grace must have been an emotional milestone in her own journey. As a mother, as the concert progressed and the performance came to an end, George and Charlotte ran over to Catherine, who embraced them warmly. Her smile, though still teary-eyed, was radiant. an expression of pride and love that spoke louder than any words could. Prince William, standing by her side, seemed equally moved by the moment, sharing a look of pride with his wife as they both watched their children in the glow of their achievement. What makes this moment so powerful is how rare it is to see such genuine emotion in the royal family. The public has often given glimpses of royal duties, charity work, and ceremonial appearances. But few moments capture the essence of family life like this one. It was a poignant reminder that at the heart of it all, Catherine and William are simply parents doing their best to raise their children in the public eye. And in that moment, as Catherine's tears glistened in the stage lights, the world saw a glimpse of her true, unfiltered feelings. A mother's pride, love and emotion. As the night came to a close, the concert ended on a high note. The applause for George and Charlotte's performance was deafening, and the young royals, with smiles on their faces, had every reason to feel proud. But it was Catherine's emotional reaction that stayed with everyone who witnessed the performance. In a world that often demands perfection, this moment of raw emotion showed that even the most composed and polished royal can have a soft spot for the simple, beautiful moments in life. Since that emotional concert, the story has continued to capture the hearts of people everywhere. News outlets, social media users, and royal followers have shared their admiration for Catherine's reaction, calling it a powerful example of the love and connection that exists within the royal family. Some even speculated that this moment might mark a turning point in how we perceive the royal family's relationship with the public. Could this be a sign of more personal, relatable moments from the royals in the future? For now, Catherine's heartfelt tears remain a symbol of the powerful bond between mother and child, and the love that transcends titles and duty, as George and Charlotte continue to grow and take on more responsibilities. It's clear that they have inherited not only the regal elegance of their family, but also the deep sense of love and devotion that defines the royal household. And as Catherine wiped away her tears, she showed the world that being a mother in the royal family is just as emotionally powerful as it is ceremonially important. But what does the future hold for George and Charlotte? Will we see more performances like this from the young royals? And how will Catherine continue to balance her royal duties with her role as a mother? One thing is certain. This emotional moment at the royal concert has opened a new chapter in the way we view the royal family. And as we continue to watch George, Charlotte, and their parents grow, it's clear that the bond between them will continue to inspire us all. Stay tuned to see what happens next.